Zohair wasn't like other kids. While they played tag in the park, he explored fantastical worlds hidden within dusty books. He preferred the company of dragons and wizards to noisy classmates. His sanctuary was the town library, a haven from the awkward reality of being 12 and different. He was a ghost, unnoticed and unseen until the letter arrived. It materialized on his bed, shimmering faintly. The parchment was thick and heavy, the ink a striking emerald green. To Zohair, keeper of untold tales, it began. It spoke of a place called the Academy of Mystique, a school for those with extraordinary abilities, a place where magic was real. Fear warred with excitement within him. Could this be his escape from ordinary? He reread the letter, each word echoing in the silence of his room. It felt like a lifeline thrown across a vast chasm of loneliness. The instructions were clear: follow the silver moth at sunset. His heart pounded like a drum solo. Could he really leave everything behind for a world unknown? With a deep breath and a leap of faith, Zohair decided to embrace the impossible. He would meet the silver moth. The setting sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple. Zohair, clutching the mysterious letter, stood at the edge of whispering woods. As promised, a silver moth with wings like spun moonlight fluttered before him. It danced in the twilight, beckoning him deeper into the woods. Hesitation melted away, replaced by a thrilling anticipation. He followed the ethereal guide. The air grew heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth. The path, illuminated by the moon and the moth's gentle light, wound through ancient trees. It led to a clearing bathed in an otherworldly glow. In the center stood an archway shimmering like liquid silver. It pulsed with an energy that made Zohair's skin tingle. This was no ordinary place. It whispered of magic and forgotten powers. He took a step towards the portal, then another. Warmth enveloped him, erasing his fear. When he opened his eyes, he stood in a breathtaking courtyard. Towering structures of shimmering marble and glittering crystal touched the clouds. Strange and wonderful creatures soared overhead, their laughter echoing through the air. This was the Academy of Mystique, a place beyond his wildest dreams. Zohair soon discovered he wasn't alone. Students from every corner of the world filled the Academy's bustling halls. They practiced spells with wands that sparked and whispered. Creatures of myth and legend were their companions. He felt a sense of belonging he had never known before. This extraordinary place felt more like home than his own house ever had. He quickly befriended Elara, a mischievous girl with eyes like amethysts, and Brynn, a kind giant with a passion for mystical herbs. Together they navigated the wonders and challenges of their magical education. They brewed bubbling potions, deciphered ancient runes, and soared through the night sky on enchanted broomsticks. But a shadow lurked beneath the Academy's enchanting facade. Whispers of a powerful artifact, the Orb of Eternity, spread like wildfire among the students. Legends spoke of its unparalleled magic, the power to control time itself. But in the wrong hands, the orb could unleash unimaginable chaos. Zohair felt a growing unease. He couldn't shake off the feeling that his destiny was somehow intertwined with the orb's fate. His dreams offered cryptic clues. Visions of his parents, their faces etched with worry, haunted his nights. He saw shimmering lights, heard whispers of a hidden chamber, and felt the chilling presence of a shadowy figure. He confided in Elara and Brynn. Together they pieced together the fragments of his dreams. They discovered a shocking truth. Zohair's parents weren't just scholars, they were guardians of the Orb of Eternity, and they had vanished without a trace while protecting it. Their investigation led them deeper into the Academy's secrets. They faced cunning puzzles, navigated labyrinthine mazes, and outsmarted mischievous creatures, all guarding the path to the orb. Their quest culminated in a heart-stopping confrontation with Professor Vordic, a once respected teacher, now revealed as the mastermind behind his parents' disappearance. Vordic craved the orb's power for his own sinister purposes. He envisioned controlling time, reshaping the world in his image. Zohair knew he had to stop him, but the professor, fueled by dark magic, was a formidable opponent. In the final moments of the struggle, the Orb of Eternity pulsed with blinding light. It chose Zohair, revealing its power, its secrets, its very essence to him. But with this knowledge came a terrible realization. The orb's power was too great, too tempting, too dangerous to exist. With a heavy heart, he made a choice. He unleashed the orb's energy, not as a weapon, but as a force of pure annihilation. The chamber shook. The air crackled with raw power, and then silence. The Orb of Eternity was no more. Professor Vordic, stripped of his power, was apprehended. Zohair had saved the Academy, the world, from a terrible fate. But victory rang hollow. He was forever changed. He was no longer just Zohair, the shy boy who loved books. He was Zohair, the boy who had destroyed a power that could control time itself. He was the keeper of a secret too heavy to bear alone. As he left the Academy with Elara and Brynn by his side, he knew this was just the beginning. His journey had only just begun. He carried the weight of his choices and the echo of the orb's power within him. He was ready to face whatever came next. He was ready to write his own story. He was no longer invisible. He was a keeper of magic, a protector of destinies, a hero